Hello. I graduated from, it was Metro State College of Denver then, in 2009. And I took my time about going to my MFA program, which I'm in now. It's a brand spanking new program right here at Regis. And it's awesome. Low residency. Everyone's super supportive, and it's really great. Thank you to Renee and Doe and Craig. All of them kept bugging me to come to read. And I didn't think I had anything to read, and I'm a total dork because the stuff I'm working on in my MFA has to do with identity and race, which is something I did not want to write about. Actually, Craig prompted me to do this when I was in my undergrad. I'm like, no fucking way, I'm not doing that. And so that's exactly what I'm doing. When I went into my MFA program, I wanted to write beyond race, but I also knew that it wasn't possible yet. And some people say that it's not possible at all. So my first poem, the working title is Ocean's Black. And it's talking kind of about, so I've been doing a lot of reading about the slave ships and about slavery and all kinds of different identities, the Romani people, and all kinds of mixed race people. My second poem is Winter 1976. It's actually my mom's words, essentially. I started to try to form it into something, and I was like, no, this is the poem. It's just, I don't need to mess with it. And the last one's a little happier. It's called Dambala. Dambala is an African healing dance that I learned from a VHS video. So. And actually, that's an old poem that I worked on with Doe and Renee when I was here. Ocean's Black. Outside of you is a great emptiness. They push around their dirt and call themselves holy, self-proclaimed purities. They ignore their silt. Their silt is in you. There is silt in you. In fresh water it sits, in salt it muddles. You are overly aware of your dirt. They took the broom and pushed it over the edge. The dirt is an anchor where you can be seen here in this place but never known. You are heavier than the water, easily forgotten as you first float, then sink, and all around you is a caressing darkness where the silt becomes an undulation in the belly. The darkness welcomes you as it drowns, and the dirt mirrors the water, which makes of the body an elegance before the body becomes the sea. It is a beckoning dance in one view, and another a painful writhing. In all cases, you transcend your state through telepathy, but in the great expanse, no one knows you, even if you're a god's daughter. They've thrown their own myths with their silt, spit them out over the edge of the boat. You are too far away from the root. They will have to pull you up and decide what you are. Most likely ghost, a haunt they do not want to remember, or maybe confessor. They want you to be the voice of all who forgives them. Or maybe something meant only to fulfill their hunger, the silt again transferred, a full circle met. You are a fish with a woman's face. They will throw the bones and the eyes back over the edge. Inside of you is a great emptiness. Sorry. There is a memory you didn't know you had, but it is thick as your pumping blood. The memory was once a boat turned anchor, drops in the ocean, ticks along the clock face, a ball and chain secured at the ankles, reversed hangman, the arms reaching up towards a diminuting sun. You are a muddling of silt and sadness, part of a series of question marks of kicked up silt, reaching towards the sunlight, trying to escape the great expanse. But then you curve in on yourself, anchored to the line of earth that defines you. You are the period after a well-formed sentence, the bottom of the squiggle of a question mark. Inside of you is a great expanse. You are the ocean. Nobody even knows. You are an ocean, and the ships and fish keep passing. You are an ocean, the great salt water bridge, the great corroder. You are that powerful. You are the ocean's daughter. Those who threw you here and did not know dare not stay long, lest their boats fail, lest they sink, lest the water gods turn them into the sea and you all become one. Outside of you is a great expanse. You are the awkward pause in a how is the weather conversation, not even a storm cloud, though you might mention it. You aren't even a star-filled sky, even if your eyes glint, even if they fall out of your mouth. What are you? Not even a bird's wing, because birds of a feather. You wish you knew how it would be. You wish you could know how it would feel to be free, like a bird in the sky. How sweet that would be. But is not a bird anchored to its flock? The squiggles and the dots are like echo marks coming out of your mouth. Winter 1976. I didn't want to start the day off with such bad memories, but my daughter wrote and asked me about the time the car broke down in the South when we were driving from Big Spring, Texas to Windsor, North Carolina. That trip was probably the worst experience in my whole entire life. That's when I really saw prejudice. I think she was 6 months old, little baby in the back seat. The car broke down in Macon County, Georgia. We were headed to see family and to go to my husband's grandfather's funeral. We broke down. We were called all kinds of names, all of them starting with the word nigger. The car tire fell off or broke, and we needed car grease to fix it. And they charged us $5 for a Coke can with a little bit of grease in it. They kept calling my husband boy and nigger. They saw the nigger monkey baby in the back seat, and I was the nigger lover. They kept saying those things. We needed gas, too. And I can still see my husband with the gas can in his hands, and I begged him not to go. Between the farmers who had stopped for us and the police who checked on us, they were all unkind, hateful, and I was afraid. I was afraid that if my husband left us, we would be killed and he might not come back. The Air Force sticker on the front of the car was like a protective sigil or talisman. It may have been the only thing that saved us. Without it, we were nothing to these people. I hope to never go there again. I'll go up, over, and around the South to this day. I've never been so afraid of white people in my life. Once we got the car fixed, we got the hell out of there. We made it to Windsor, North Carolina, and we were with family, finally. But they didn't want me there because I was white. My husband's father was the only one to hug me and welcome me to the family. The rest made me feel like an outcast. I was only 18. Old Yoruban saying says, if you can walk, you can dance. With the blinds drawn tight and sun on the pane, I dance. Neighbors can't see the outline of lens shadows waving and signing behind the shades. I sway, stamped to my CD drummers. I am sweat and flush and labored breath, some priestess of snakes guiding a procession of silk-clad ladies across a snake-charmed floor. Our arms slither like waxed and red scales. We are solitarians crossing trees for coils of rest. Fingers flicker like tongues lapping onto soft pallets. We dance, feel drum beats spiral up through thighs, bellies, chests, arms. We dance until hoods raised, backs swayed, hips and spines thrive. We dance until we've forgotten the meaning of the song, and it doesn't matter if we know all the steps. Thank you.